back to the Cutting Up Classics YouTube channel. This afternoon, we're working on a Jeep. Don't know if you guys remember, it's probably been 6-8 months ago, we had a little white Jeep in here, had a small block 700 R4. We did a cable-driven JB Fab shifter on it. Well, it's back. It's not running right again. It was here before, it wasn't running right, but we got it all tuned up and it seemed to be running okay. The timing was way off, and now we are working on it again. That's the culprit right there. We're gonna pull some plugs out of it. I ordered a set, they're on their way here. We'll see what we can find out. This has a set of E3 diamond fire plugs in it, which on something like this you really don't need. A set of cheap copper core plugs. It's not a high performance machine. So let's pull these out, see what they look like. It has a very bad miss, especially when it gets warm. So we're going to start with plugs, something easy. Did double check timing, it looks good. I think it could either be plugs, it could be a tight valve or something. So we're going to try this, see if it helps. May have found an issue. That little guy is supposed to be attached to that little guy. Alright guys, there's definitely a big difference in these spark plugs. This is the copper core, what they've been running these for years. And this is the high-tech fancy plug. Put these back in it and see what happens. I don't remember being taught that spark plugs get changed from underneath the vehicle, but you do on this one. Point those down away from everything, unlike they were before. One side done. Guys, first startup since we put the plugs in. It's cold, but man, it sounds rougher than it did before. So we fixed the spark plug wire that was bad. Maybe that's still got an issue. Actually, the AFRs have kind of come back. It was super rich. That's not what the plugs were showing last night. So it revs up nice and smooth, but we'll see what it does when it gets on the road. Alright guys, following day, drove the Jeep around a little bit more yesterday. It was actually running really well. So, I'm going to take it out for one more trip today. I did call the owner yesterday and told him to come out, let him drive it. I'll sit in the passenger seat here. He's driven it more than anyone. He's going to know what it was doing before, if it's better, if it's worse, if it's indifferent. I definitely know it's better. It doesn't stutter, it doesn't fluctuate on idles, it starts up way better. So, and it shifted. Was a little low on transmission fluid, so we added some to that. That made a big difference in how it shifts, obviously. It was about 2 quarts low, so yeah. I think we're getting her tuned up. Yeah, because like right now it had been stuttering and missing and all kinds of stuff. Not doing that anymore. So, plugs, wire, we did a cleanup on the Holly, and I think she's ready to go back to its owner. That being said, he is gonna put this thing up for sale. That's kind of why we're getting it all fine-tuned. He doesn't drive it much. He's got an early Bronco that he drives a little more. So takes this thing out once or twice a year. And every time he does, he finds something he wants to change on it. So it's time for this little guy to find a new home. So I'll let you know what he thinks and we'll go from there. All right, guys. Final little drive in the Jeep here. The customer came yesterday and we took it for a drive with him in it. and he said it's running better than it ever has. So that means it's going home. Clear one thing out of our parking area so we could bring 3 more home. Yeah, things are busy, which is good, So we are going to start probably having some more content. Been doing a lot of non-automotive stuff, so I haven't really shared a lot of that with you guys. So I think we're going to have a bunch of automotive stuff coming up. I'm working on that Bad Investments 53 Ford today, just kind of doing some finalizing stuff on the stereo wiring on the interior. I'm going to go home and mount the seat. I had to run to town and grab some button head Allens to hold the seat down, so that will be done. And then I'll have the owner come over and we're going to place a new gas pedal and stuff in it and get rid of the one that's in there. What else? 79 Ford short box. It's coming back. The firewall is all painted. Frame is all cleaned up and painted. It's all undercoated. So it's ready to get a Coyote. So some Ford action. More Coyote stuff happening in the shop. Also have his Lightning, his OBS Lightning, which is going to get the axle cut down. Those axles actually showed up today. So the housing will get cut down next week. And we will get rolling on that, get that in and out, and then we'll bring the 79 home. I got an El Camino 64 for a good buddy of mine we're going to do some work on. Also got that 64 Nova wagon that's in there we got to do some work on, and I also have a 64 Chevelle we got to do some work on. Must be the magical year right now. But there's all kinds of stuff going on, so make sure you are subscribed and the notification bell is on, that way you don't miss anything. Lots happening at the shop. Things are busy, which is good. Yeah, leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Doesn't really matter. It's all activity on the videos. It all helps out, guys. So, yeah, until next time, keep building awesome stuff, and we'll see you later.